Psychology and biology operate in more similar ways than you realize. Let me explain, and be sure to stay till the end to understand my full point. So, the way biology and nutrition work is carbs are a fast and explosive source of energy, right? But as fast as your energy becomes available to you, it disappears equally as fast, and your body and brain are left feeling tired and exhausted. And worst of all, hungrier than ever. This has started a vicious cycle that has led our society to perpetually getting heavier and heavier. Now, if you eat a diet consisting of minimal carbs and primarily fat and protein, your body then learns to metabolize fat as a longer sustaining energy source, reducing the energy crashes to virtually zero. This is how you balance your energy levels, which ultimately leads to your body finding a healthy, balanced weight. Imagine you're in front of a campfire and you throw a newspaper on the fire. The paper explodes into a red hot flame, giving out an immense energy burst, but as fast as it appeared, it's gone. That's how carbs work, right? Now, if you put a piece of cedar on that fire, of course you get a nice, long, burning source of energy that keeps you warm much longer. This is how fat burns in our body. The psychology of our minds works in a very similar way. What lights up our pleasure receptors? Well, basically everything we can get addicted to, right? Sex, drugs, alcohol, sugar, shopping, video games, pornography, the list goes on. You get the idea. In almost every case, these things require excessive amounts of money, meaning you have to be at work to eventually acquire them. Carbs and pleasure operate on similar principles. To be at work means you have to be away from your source of joy, your family. Joy is acquired by thinking with your heart. You have to love something wholeheartedly in order to feel joy. And children are the most surefire way to experience that joy. Children are the long-sustaining drive that give your life a forever purpose. A life without children often leads to a life with little to look forward to, which means you have to rely on your social circles and or your bank accounts to give you these things to look forward to, leaving you feeling tired, sad, and lonely for sometimes long stretches of time, especially as a senior. Having a family gives you limitless things to look forward to, provided you know how not to take your family for granted. You have family dinners, kids' birthdays, Christmases, Halloweens, camping trips in the backyard, family movie nights, grandchildren, and then the list goes on and on. The best part of all those things is they don't have to cost you an arm and a leg, which means you get to remain more present for your family than if you had to work to provide things your kids really don't care about. Kids who aren't brainwashed by television and social media just want to spend time with their parents. Now, this doesn't mean you can't experience some joy by working in order to give your family luxurious things. Just don't spoil them. Remember, you are setting a precedent for what kind of a life your kids are going to expect for themselves. Meaning, if you don't have family wealth, you risk your children living unsatisfied, empty-feeling lives. We all know the economy can pull the rug out unexpectedly, making things very hard to adjust to having less. The idea of excess has poisoned our society to the point where we've lost sight of what joy actually looks like. We need to stop competing with each other on social media. Who cares if someone else has more than you? It's time to grow up and do what's best for our families, not our egos.